Hey guys, how's it going? It's ZachAttack2995 here, and that's Zach with a K, not an H. That's my whole gimmick. Oh, wait, hold on, guys, hold on. This website's adding up a bit. That kind of started me. All right, sorry about. All right, let's start it over. Okay, let's start over. Live TV, right? Huh? All right. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Ding. Hey guys, how's it going? It's ZachAttack2995 here, and that's Zach with a K, not an H. And today I'm going to be giving you guys my last minute predictions for WWE No Mercy, and it's coming on tonight around 7:30, 8 Central. And the reason why I'm doing this so last minute, because I feel like I need to kind of let y'all know, is I went camping with my dad yesterday. So I left Friday after work. I was hanging out with my grandmother, and we saw It again. And she read the book, so she wanted to see it with me and kind of visualize it. And I was more than willing to see it again because I just think it's a really good movie. So I did that, and then we drove to the campsite on Saturday because I pretty much stayed up on Friday because that's pretty much what I try to do with that. Is I try to stay up Friday so I can crash, and I'm just good after that. So then I ended up going to the campsite with my dad, and we just started camping, fishing, and all that kind of stuff. And there was literally no signal. So like I got notifications or stuff, but I couldn't reply just because the signal was just so shitty out there. But it was fine. I was away from people, and now I'm back here, and I'm giving you guys my predictions. And the reason I didn't do it earlier is because I was just so busy this week. I had the mother analysis video that my homie Storman, also known as D Styles, just kept pestering me about, like, hey man, you gotta do this. You gotta do this, man. I'm like, I know, man. I'm working on it. Let me work on it, man. So, so thank you, Storman, for pestering me, because without you, it would never have been done. So I did that. I did my reaction video to the WWE 2K18 trailer that dropped this week, and then I was also finishing up the final touches for the WWE 2K18 SmackDown Live intro package that I'm going to be doing when the game drops, and me and Gavin and George start doing our thing. So yeah, so that's pretty much why this is last minute. So now that I'm done with all that yapping and all that stuff, I'm trying to match previews. All right, here we go. I was trying to set up a little bit while I was going live, so I'm sorry if it's taking me a while to kind of get this set up. I will tell you guys, you're not mishearing me when I say I'm doing No Mercy and it's a Raw pay-per-view, because normally y'all know I don't fuck with the Raw matches, but this pay-per-view to me was just different because I feel like they just did such a good job of setting up some of these matches. And three matches in particular got me really excited. And this is like one of the first time besides that pay-per-view with the House of Horrors gimmick where I'm actually excited to watch a Raw pay-per-view, because y'all know I'm a SmackDown guy for live, but just the way they've been building up some of these matches, they've done a really good job for once, and I'm really excited to see this. Even though it's a B pay-per-view, I still think they're treating this like a really big deal, and I like that. So with that being said, let me start with the kickoff match, which is Apollo Crews versus Elias. Apparently, he's another guy they chopped his name off. He's the Drifter, by the way. I feel like the Drifter is actually getting a lot of steam, so I'm gonna go with the Drifter beating Apollo Crews. I didn't even realize Apollo Crews was on Raw. That tells you how informed I am on what happens on Raw. There you go, guys. For y'all who thinks me not watching Raw is an act, there you go. I didn't realize fucking Apollo Creed was on Raw. So that was just, it was so weird having that come out of my mouth. I was like, wait a minute, he's on Raw, okay. So yeah, it's gonna be a quick match. I think the Drifter is getting a lot of steam, and I don't feel like, I don't feel like it would make sense to chop his legs beneath him with this match. But it's WWE, and they do a lot of weird and stupid shit all the time, so it could very well happen, but I hope not. All right. Intercontinental Championship: The Miz versus Jason Jordan, who's also known as Kurt Angle's son. Uh, I honestly think that Jason Jordan is going to turn heel, and he's going to pretty much. And I'm going to give Solomon Monster the credit for this idea because this makes a lot of sense. But I feel like what he's going to do is he's going to pretty much reveal that the whole reveal for him being a son wasn't true. It was someone else that was supposed to be his son, but he pretty much just changed it and made it so that he was Kurt Angle's son, and pretty much did that just to get a bunch of opportunities for things he never got, being with what's his name? Chad Gable. See, I had to think about it because I'm like, man, I fucking hate guys named Chad because I never trust them because of one dude in middle school I was with. Just fuck Chad. I hate that dude. But him being with Chad Gable, or what Chad what's his name? I don't remember. I think it's Chad Gable. Whatever. I'm spending too much time with it, but I feel like he's gonna turn heel and reveal that he did that all for himself, and that he was never Kurt Angle's son. And he's gonna be a monster heel because right now the crowd's just eating him alive, and he can use that as fuel for his heel run. And I think he's gonna be way better as a heel than a face. So, but with that being said, I've got to go with The Miz just because The Miz with the Intercontinental Championship is money. I feel like the Intercontinental Championship signifies The Miz, or it's something that makes The Miz who he is, in my opinion. Because, he was the Intercontinental Champion. He beat Zack Ryder for it after WrestleMania, and then he was barely doing anything, and then he went on talking smack, rest in peace, and he pretty much just had that whole shoot promo with Daniel Bryan, and it made him a big deal, and he made the Intercontinental Championship a bigger deal than the WWE Championship at the time because people wanted to see The Miz, and I feel like The Miz, when he has the Intercontinental Championship, he's so much more. He's money. And I feel like if you take the Intercontinental Championship away from him and put it on Jason Jordan, which I feel like is just a means to an end just to make him a heel at this point, he can lose to The Miz, and he pretty much just blame his dad for being like, hey, like, why you could have just given me the title, but no, you made me have to jump through all these hoops, and I'm not really your son. So, just that to me, I feel like would just add to it. So I got to go with The Miz. Oh boy, this match. All right, here we go. This even when they book these shows strong, you still have some of these matches I'm not excited to see. Neville versus Enzo Amore for the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm going to say this right now, all right? Neville is the only thing that's given this Cruiserweight division that just has been botched up so much. Neville's the only thing giving this failed experiment a pulse. And as soon as Enzo Amore wins the title, at that point, like I've already said, that it's a sinking ship, but at that point, the Cruiserweight division is officially dead. Like at that point, you can just take it out back and take it behind the shed and just shoot in the head. Because at that point, the Cruiserweight division is dead. Neville is the only thing keeping that thing alive and relevant. And Enzo Amore, if he wins the belt and he makes the belt like all like leopard spotted and all that stuff, like I saw this dude make online, Photoshop and all that stuff. If that really happens, the Cruiserweight division is dead and it officially becomes a joke. So yeah, no, I gotta go with Neville. I'm hoping it's Neville, but knowing WWE is gonna WWE, and they're probably gonna give it to Enzo Amore because they just don't give a shit about the Cruiserweight division. And if they don't care, why should I care? So as soon as Neville loses the title, you can kiss the cruiserweight division bye-bye at that point. It's fucking dead at that point. All right. And here we go. Another match I don't care about. These beginning matches, you're gonna tell I have like a disappointing voice because I just don't care about some of these matches. It's when we get close to the top. So after this match, I'll be a little more excited to talk about this. Finn Balor, or Finn Bacon as me and the Wyatt gang call him, versus the Eater of Pins, Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna say this. Even when Bray Wyatt, so there's been this whole thing going on along in WWE where it's like, oh yeah, wins and losses don't matter. You want to know who's a good example of that being not the case? Bray Wyatt. Because even when he wins a match, he still loses because he's overshadowed by someone or something. Like I was talking about earlier, the whole House of Horrors match. I loved it because it was a campy horror thing. But when you look at the match, you don't realize Bray Wyatt won the match because #1 contender Jinder Mahal at the time completely overshadowed him. So even when Bray Wyatt wins, he still loses. And he is a guy that he's completely lost all mystique. He's a guy where he just appears on the Titantron and I just groan. I'm like, oh, here we go. Because all he does is he talks a good game, but he can't ever back it up because he eats pins. He's not the eater of worlds. He's the eater of pins. He loses all the damn time. And unless he starts backing it up, these promos he cuts just doesn't mean shit. It doesn't. So, like, going back to the whole wins and losses don't matter, Hulk Hogan didn't feel that way. He put on a contract that he didn't want to lose to little men, quote unquote, like Eddie Guerrero and people like that at the time. If he was going to lose a match, it was going to be to a guy like Ultimate Warrior, a guy like John Cena. Wins and losses don't matter. Pff, yeah, right. No, I'm going to win, and even when I lose, I'm still going to be an important part of it. I'm still going to look good even when I lose. So wins and losses, fuck no. They sure as hell do matter. So I think the whole mentality of wins and losses don't matter is just complete bullshit, and they know it. Road Dogg knows it, but whatever. What do I know? I'm just a guy that sits on my chair. I wear a motionless and white hoodie, and I'm talking to a microphone about my thoughts on wrestling. But at the end of the day, what do I know? What do I know, right? I guess not. So whatever. We're about to find out when 2K18 comes on and I run SmackDown. We're gonna see how much I really know, brother. But I was about to just skip and not say one, but I gotta go with Finn Balor. I gotta go with Finn Balor because the whole him not being with the Demon, I still don't think that matters. Because it's even though he changed it a little bit in SummerSlam, he's just still the same guy. He just puts makeup on, so whatever. Same outcome. Let's just fucking end this thing, man. And just give Bray Wyatt something else to do because this shit ain't working. All right, here we go. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, aka the Shield 2.0, versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I would say have Cesaro and Sheamus win the belts back and kind of have them do a little back and forth kind of thing, but I don't know. I feel like Seth and Dean are on a roll with the tag team division. I feel like they're kind of breathing life back into it. Like they're kind of making me interested in the tag division now. And I don't think it'd make a lot of sense to take that away. But like I said, WWE is going to WWE. So I got to go with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose again. But I do think later down the road, maybe around WrestleMania season or something like that, I do think Dean's going to turn on Seth. And I'm going to stick with that until the day I die. Just like I'm going to stick with the fact that Zack Ryder is going to turn on Mojo Rawley and he's going to be a character where his heel characters he has out-of-box pop figures. So I'm sticking with those two ideas until the day I die. All right, here we go. Good news and bad news on this match. Raw Women's Tag Team Championship match between Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Bailey. So yeah, right there, y'all guessed the bad news. Nia Jax and Emma. And it's a fatal 5-way match. I don't think it's elimination style, so whoever gets the first pinfall wins. All right. So, let me get this out of the way first. I don't care that Emma hugged Alexa Bliss. Why is she in the match? Why? Just why is she in the match? I need these answers. I need these answers. Why is she in the match? All right. This y'all know my feelings on Bailey. Y'all know I don't fuck with Bailey. I thought she was mediocre at best. I thought the whole match she had with Sasha was just so fucking overrated. I went back and watched it a couple of times. I still feel like the match is overrated. Although the match is good. The match is good. I just think it's fucking overrated. Out of all the matches that they've had on NXT, I think that the Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch match at TakeOver Unstoppable was a way better match in my opinion. I thought that match was overrated. I thought Bailey was mediocre at best as a wrestler, and they've just misused the character of Bailey on the main roster to the point where, and they caused this. WWE caused this. They misused her to the point where the fans boo her. She got injured, and the fans still booed her. That was WWE's fault. That was completely on WWE. So that leads me to again ask the question: why the fuck is Bailey in this match? Because I was already on board with this being a fatal 4-way match, but now just they had to shoe in Bailey, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm just asking myself why. Why is she in there? Because I don't think she's a crowd favorite anymore. So that's not a reason. So like, what? All right, okay. Let me just get into my predictions, okay? I think Alexa Bliss is losing the title. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. But I don't think y'all know who I'm giving the title to. Well, maybe a couple people have gotten some hints on where I think it's going, but I've got someone winning the championship, and I don't think it's anyone y'all are expecting. And don't worry, I'm gonna wise at this, and I'm gonna give y'all my explanations on why I think it's gonna happen. Here's what I think. I feel like people are gonna be predicting Sasha Banks to win it. I feel like people are gonna be predicting Bailey to win it. I feel like people are going to be expecting Bailey to win it now that she's a last-minute entrant into it. And I feel like people are going to predict Nia Jax just because she started this whole thing. The one name people aren't mentioning is Emma. And that's who I think is going to win the match. And here's a couple reasons why. Well, 3 reasons. First of all, I think the new song she has is just fucking amazing. Let me let me play this banger for y'all real quick. Real good. So here, sorry. I'm just knocking some stuff around. I'm so disorganized right now. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Because I've got other reasons, but this is one reason why I have. Just because I think her new theme is just fucking amazing. And I'm about to play it for y'all here. And this video isn't monetized, so I don't have to worry about WWE coming in and shutting down my video because I don't monetize these anyways. Just because the whole monetization thing is just fucking broken anyway, so why even bother wasting my time with it? So here we go. This is Emma's new theme.
It's all about me.
Ooh, ooh, bars. Oh man, that song is so lit. God damn, man. All right, so that's one reason why I have her win, just because I think that song is just amazing. But my two serious reasons. All right, two serious reasons coming up. One is because and I don't know if she's been doing this recently, but she's been doing this whole thing where she claims that she started the women's revolution, and I feel like that's going to somehow factor into Paige coming back, and they're gonna have like a match. And I think Paige is probably gonna be a face, Emma's gonna be a heel. Have that whole dynamic going on, because it was like the complete opposite dynamic with them when they first had that match in NXT to crown the first NXT women's champion. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was Emma versus Paige to crown the the first ever NXT champion. And after that, she ended up winning the Divas Championship from AJ Lee. But at the time, Paige was a heel, Emma was a face, because she was doing the whole bubble gimmick, and then afterwards she turned into evil Emma, and now I think they'll have a different dynamic, and I think that'll be really interesting to do that. So you could have Emma win the title, brag about how she won the title, and brag that she started the whole women's revolution, and then Paige's music hits, and then they have a match for the title, and do all that. So that's reason number one, my serious reason number one. Serious reason number two, and this is what I just mentioned. People aren't expecting Emma to win, and I feel like for a B pay-per-view like this, you need a swerve to get people talking about this. And I feel like with Emma winning the title off of Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks and Bayley and Nia Jax, having her win it specifically could get people talking and be like, wait a minute, she won the title? How? Then people go, they watch the match, see how it happened, they tell their friends, holy shit, Emma just won the women's title. You get eyes on the product. So that's why I'm doing it from a business standpoint. Get people talking about this show. But, again, what do I know, right? I'm just some smarky internet goth dude who pretty much has all these crazy ideas, and ironically enough, some of them happen. But again, what do I know? It's just a coincidence that they've all happened, right? Huh? Wink, wink. Yeah, it's all coincidence. So, yeah, I got Emma winning the women's championship. All right, here we go. The match everyone's been talking about. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Ooh, wah. All right. Now, I've been hearing that people think Undertaker is going to be appearing because John Cena had some shot at him. He made like a shot at Undertaker during the first promo they had. I really don't want to see that, because I feel like that's way too predictable. And, plus, I feel like you should just save the Undertaker for like WrestleMania or something like that. Have John Cena face the Undertaker at WrestleMania and do that whole thing. I think Undertaker coming in and ruining this match, I don't think it helps. This is what I would rather have instead, because I don't want to see a match. I want to see a brawl. I want to see these two tear each other apart in this match. And what I would like to see is have Cena do the whole arm tackles thing. Roman sidesteps him. Cena knocks the ref down. Hits the AA on Roman. Ref isn't able to count. Another ref comes in. Superman punch, and it's Superman punch or a spear. Superman punch and spear, or just do a spear and have Roman Reigns win that way. I just want this I want this match to end dirty. Like, I want someone to win, and I want it to be in a dirty fashion, like have a ref get knocked out and something like that. Because I don't feel like this match shouldn't end clean, in my opinion. I feel like there needs to be some sort of dirty takeaway from it. And the reason I'm going to go with Roman is because I can't see Cena in the position he's in, do something dirty like that. Cena has been taking all these shots at Roman. He mentioned the drug test, how, like, I'm like a drug test, you ain't getting past me. Cena has just pretty much been verbally just abusing Roman Reigns, and I feel like in the match, Roman Reigns is going to be more likely to do something dirty and take advantage of it and pretty much tell Cena, hey, you're not as, you think you're the man, but things are different now, and I'm more hungry than you, and I'm going to take you out in this kind of fashion. I feel like he should be in the mentality of like, a win's a win, motherfucker. I don't care how I do it. And, have Roman Reigns brag that not only did I beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, but I also beat John Cena when he was talking like shit about me. So I'm going to go with Roman Reigns winning dirty. If Undertaker shows up, I'm going to be so disappointed in WWE. I'm already disappointed in WWE, but that's just going to be a whole new level for me of disappointment where I'm like, man, you guys could have done something different, but y'all are just doing the same shit, man. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns winning dirty in this match. And now this one. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. I don't want Braun Strowman to just win. I want Braun Strowman to absolutely destroy Brock Lesnar. I want him to I'm having trouble saying what I want to say. I want Braun Strowman to humanize Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar, when he was starting out in his career around the early 2000s, when I started watching wrestling, because I was born in 1995, and that was like kind of towards the end of the Attitude Era, and I was growing up more with the Ruthless Aggression Era, so that's why I mentioned some of those matches more often than the Attitude Era matches, because that's the ones I grew up with. But I remember that Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman said that this next individual is the next big thing, and Brock Lesnar comes out, and he kills Hulk Hogan, he kills Eddie Guerrero, he kills The Rock to win the championship, and Steve Austin caught up out of Dodge because he didn't think it made sense for him to lose a huge match on TV. So Austin got up out of Dodge. Brock Lesnar pretty much made his career killing off established people. And I feel like that's what they need to do with Braun Strowman is have, Brock Lesnar is already a guy that's made. He's already established. Have Braun Strowman humanize him and just absolutely kill him for the title. So that's just my thoughts. Is it going to happen? Nah, probably not. Brock Lesnar's probably going to find some way to beat him, just like with Samoa Joe. And I thought that was stupid on their part that they did that too. But just how Braun Strowman has just physically been manhandling him, I feel like this is WWE's last chance to make a Brock Lesnar kind of person with the talent they have now. But again, like I say, and like I continue to say, because WWE is always in this mentality. So those are my quick thoughts on the pay-per-view. So let me do a quick rundown of my picks again for those of y'all who are just tuning in. I got Elias Sampson winning. I got The Miz retaining the title. I got Neville retaining the title. I got Finn Balor. I got Seth and Dean retaining. I got Emma winning the Raw Women's Championship. I got Roman Reigns beating John Cena dirty. And I got Braun Strowman just destroying Brock. So those are all my picks. Let me know your picks down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, rock out and scream, cuckoo, bye bye.